In the realm of video gaming, achieving success and profit often goes hand in hand. Games that are well received by players are typically rewarded with strong sales. Positive reviews, enthusiastic word of mouth, and buzz within the gaming community all contribute to a game's potential for commercial success. Nevertheless, the video gaming industry is far from being a secure market. Even well-crafted games can sometimes fall short of expectations and fail to generate the anticipated revenue. Today, I'm going to show you the 10 most underrated video games. Before the video begins, please give it a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe to the Gaming United channel. Now, let's begin. Number 10. Fury. What sets Fury apart from other games in its genre is its unique art style and soundtrack. The game's aesthetic is a blend of neon lights and futuristic designs, giving it a distinct visual identity. The synthwave soundtrack perfectly complements the game's visuals and adds to the overall experience. Despite its impressive gameplay and visuals, Fury flew under the radar for many gamers. It didn't receive as much attention or recognition as it deserved, which is a shame because Fury is a truly exceptional game. If you're a fan of challenging combat, stunning visuals, and memorable boss battles, then Fury is a game you simply cannot afford to miss. Number 9. Greedfall. Greedfall is a hidden gem of a game that has been vastly underrated by the gaming community. Developed by Spiders, the game takes place in a fictional world set in the 17th century, where players take on the role of a diplomatic emissary sent to a mysterious island. The game boasts an impressive storyline with multiple branching paths, which depend on the choices the player makes. The gameplay is a mix of combat, stealth, and diplomacy, and the game's setting and visuals are breathtaking. Despite all of these positives, the game has gone unnoticed by many gamers, which is a shame considering the level of detail and effort put into the game's creation. Overall, Greedfall is a must-play for any RPG or adventure game fans, and is an excellent example of an underrated gem that deserves more recognition. Number 8. Immortals Fenyx Rising. Ubisoft's Immortals Fenyx Rising, formerly known as Gods and Monsters, may have flown under the radar due to the company's abundance of open-world games. However, this game has much more to offer than a typical open-world collectathon. One of the game's standout features is its cast of famous gods, including Zeus, Hermes, Aphrodite, and Odysseus. Immortals Fenyx Rising draws many comparisons to Breath of the Wild, particularly in its ability to scale almost any surface to reach higher points on the map. While it follows Ubisoft's traditional formula of visiting points on the map to collect items, take on challenges, or interact with characters, the journey is well worth experiencing. Immortals Fenyx Rising's solid gameplay ensures an enjoyable experience for players, making it a game that should not be overlooked. Number 7. Signalus. Quite simply, Signalus is exactly as PC Gamer put it, old-school horror done right. With gameplay and art style inspired by PS1-era survival horror and sci-fi anime, Signalus is as beautiful as it is frightening. Unravel a cosmic mystery, escape terrifying creatures, and scavenge an off-world government facility as Elster, a technician replica searching for her lost dreams. Number 6. Gravity Rush 1 and 2. Gravity Rush 1 and 2 are two of the most underrated games of their generation. They offer a unique gameplay experience that involves manipulating gravity to navigate through beautiful, sprawling open worlds. The series has a charming and whimsical art style that is both beautiful and unique. The gameplay is both challenging and rewarding, as you'll have to master the art of gravity shifting to traverse the levels and overcome the obstacles. Despite critical acclaim, these games failed to reach a broader audience due to limited marketing and exposure. If you're looking for a fresh and innovative take on action-adventure games, Gravity Rush 1 and 2 are definitely worth a try. Number 5. Pathologic 1 and 2. It's no surprise that many people haven't had the chance to experience the intricate and challenging gameplay of Pathologic 2. The game's complex nature can be daunting, with a name that doesn't make its status as a remake of the original Pathologic immediately apparent. This confusion may discourage players from committing to the game, especially if they're not familiar with the original title. Despite its challenges, Pathologic 2 improves upon the original in many ways. The game follows the story of a doctor struggling to save a town from a mysterious plague, with survival horror gameplay that sets it apart from typical zombie-themed titles. The real enemies in this game are the natural hardships that arise from trying to survive in a town overwhelmed by despair and disease. Resources are scarce, and every decision can be a matter of life and death. Starvation or falling victim to the plague are constant threats, adding to the game's intense difficulty. Number 4. Deadly Premonition. Deadly Premonition is a cult classic that has gained a small but dedicated following over the years. Released in 2010, it's a survival horror game that blends elements of Twin Peaks with traditional horror tropes. It has often been criticized for its dated graphics, clunky controls, and bizarre storytelling, but its charm lies in its quirkiness and eccentricity. Players take on the role of FBI agent Francis York Morgan as he investigates a series of murders in the sleepy town of Greenvale. The game's strange characters and surreal atmosphere create a unique experience that is unlike any other horror game. While it may not be everyone's cup of tea, Deadly Premonition is definitely an underrated gem that is worth checking out for horror fans who are looking for something a little different. Number 3. Valiant Hearts: The Great War. Valiant Hearts: The Great War is a unique war video game that stands out from the rest of the genre. Unlike other games that allow you to kill countless enemies while attempting to convey an anti-war message, Valiant Hearts takes a different approach. The game is set during World War I and tells the story of several characters, including a nurse who struggled to survive in a world torn apart by war. The game highlights the brutal reality of war and shows how ordinary people were forced to make unthinkable sacrifices to protect themselves and their loved ones. What sets Valiant Hearts apart is its use of environmental and visual storytelling to create an emotional experience. The game's beautiful artwork and music immerse players in the world of war, making them feel the characters' pain, loss, and triumphs. The game's climax is a heartbreaking moment that will leave a lasting impression on players. Despite being one of the most emotionally impactful games of its generation, Valiant Hearts remains underrated and overlooked by many gamers. It is a game that deserves to be played by anyone who appreciates a well-told story that captures the human experience during war. Number 2. Hellblades Sacrifice. Despite receiving favorable reviews, Hellblades Sacrifice has struggled to gain widespread popularity, which is unsurprising given its challenging gameplay and niche appeal. However, for those willing to take on the game's difficulties, it offers a unique and rewarding experience that is well worth the effort. Despite its emotionally challenging content, Senua's Sacrifice masterfully incorporates themes of mythology and psychology. The game is a stunning and harrowing journey that explores the depths of human emotion and mental anguish, offering players a unique and thought-provoking experience that is sure to stick with them long after the game is over. Number 1. Jade Empire. Jade Empire is an underrated action RPG that was released by BioWare in 2005. The game is set in a fictional world inspired by ancient China, where the player takes on the role of a martial artist who must battle against a corrupt empire. The game features a deep and engaging story, memorable characters, and a unique setting that sets it apart from other RPGs. Despite receiving critical acclaim, Jade Empire was not as commercially successful as other BioWare games, such as Mass Effect and Dragon Age. Its unique blend of Eastern and Western influences and its captivating storyline make it a game that is well worth playing for fans of RPGs. Thank you for watching, and please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and enable post alerts to view more of our future videos. After saying that, keep watching our videos, and I'll speak with you in the next one.